The ISTJ personality type has been dubbed as the logistical inspector and logistician. Estimated at around 10% of the population, they are among the more common personality types in the MBTI, and thankfully so. People of this type are the salt of the earth. Duty-bound and earnest, these individuals are often found in the cornerstone positions of society. ISTJs are joined along with the ESTJ, ESFJ and ISFJ as part of the Guardian temperament group. The Guardian types are united by their SJ preference, which signifies the orderly, pragmatic and down-to-earth sensibilities they share. There are inherent differences between them, and so here now is a look at who the ISTJ is and what it means to be one. A pragmatic introvert. ISTJs are first and foremost introverts. They are quite independent and prefer to work in solitude when possible. Because noisy and crowded environments are overstimulating for them, they desire to operate in quieter settings with minimal distractions. ISTJs are able to manage their time well and feel happiest when their lives are running along a productive schedule. They take comfort in the regularity of a stable and sustainable routine. Furthermore, people of this type like to do things by the book. Although they can be creative in their own ways, ISTJs prefer to facilitate rather than innovate. They are more concerned with preserving the working order and structural integrity of systems and institutions. Rules are rules, and without them, there would be more dysfunction in the world than there already is. ISTJs seek to keep their world organized and efficient. This is often evident through their personal appearance and how they manage their workspace. They tend to prefer simplicity, and are very straightforward and procedural in how they conduct their business. ISTJs devote most of their time and energy on practical concerns and the fulfillment of their duties, responsibilities, and errands. It's all about the details. Driven, impatient and obsessive, the ISTJ exhibits a lot of type A behavior. Because of their attention to detail and their desire to uphold standards, they are often characterized as an inspector. They have an eye for spotting mistakes, discrepancies and violations. These characteristics make them well suited for positions in accounting, quality assurance and statistical analysis. Furthermore, the ISTJ man or woman is diligent and thorough when it comes to following procedure. They are not ones to cut corners or do their job halfway. Deadlines can be stressful, but ISTJs are often able and willing to do what's necessary to meet them. People of this personality type are studious and tend to perform well academically. Logical and factually oriented, ISTJs can often become savant-like in their storage of information. This personality type takes particular interest in history, math, science and fields of law. Regardless what field of study they choose, the ISTJ has the acumen and commitment necessary to reach prominent positions in society. Despite this, they tend to avoid calling attention to themselves and mostly go about their business in a modest and discreet manner. ISTJs often work behind the scenes away from the spotlight that extroverted types such as ESTJ often enjoy. Unfortunately, much of ISTJ's hard work and contributions can go unnoticed and overlooked as a result. Conservators of history and heritage. ISTJs respect and value the role of tradition and time-honored institutions in society. Although they are not very outgoing by nature, they see some value in many of the social rituals and ceremonies such as weddings, reunions, and office parties. Additionally, they take special interest in learning about the past and often rely on their knowledge of history to guide their decisions and make sense of the present. This, along with their affinity for empirical data and statistics, all hint to ISTJs lean towards realism and pragmatism. At times, this can also translate as cynicism and closed-mindedness. ISTJs can sometimes get too attached to the past and certain ways of doing things while being overly skeptical and critical of new changes. This is in part due to their desire for security, which also accounts for their overall cautious nature, especially with regard to finances. Earnest and trustworthy, the ISTJ's word is their bond. They make a point of following through on their commitments and honoring their contracts. This loyalty extends to their marriage and personal relationships. ISTJs typically don't feel the need to frequently declare their love verbally. For them, talk is cheap, and they would insist that their actions and deeds should be sufficient evidence of how much they care. Partners who desire more verbal affirmations of affection may have a problem with this. As parents, ISTJs are firm and consistent. They establish rules and seek to instill good work ethic and values in their progeny. Raising intuitive children who express a nonconformist attitude can, however, pose a challenge for the ISTJ parent. ISTJs have moral convictions that are strongly rooted in their desire for structure and order. Their thinking tends to fall along black and white lines of logic, which can make them seem austere and obstinate. When it comes to complicated matters of right and wrong, ISTJs don't always bother to really search their heart and determine what is truly humane and morally appropriate. ISTJs have tertiary FI, which often isn't apparent until they get offended and take other people's words and actions personally. It takes a conscious effort for ISTJs to reflect on their feelings and work on finding inner control and understanding. It is easier and more natural for them to derive a sense of control by putting their external world into order and even imposing their order on other people. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel to stay posted. Until next time.